Number 1. You'll be satisfied. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that is released when we experience pleasure. It aids in making us feel rewarded, driven, focused, and alert. The sense of fulfillment you feel when you finish a task and the feeling you receive just before or just after orgasm are both caused by dopamine. Dopamine is also frequently cited as the cause of addiction to fapping and adult content because it is quickly released when you fap, making the experience enjoyable primarily because we crave more of those emotions. Over time, this leads to addiction because your brain will start to require more dopamine released than usual to give you the same level of pleasure. The main problem with this is not just your dependence on those particular stimuli, but also the fact that other small pleasures like playing video games or hanging out with friends won't give you the same dopamine rush. You'll notice that things that used to thrill you will suddenly become boring, which will impair your motivation and concentration levels. By reducing the amount of dopamine in your brain and subsequently increasing dopamine receptors, NoFap is good since it functions as a reboot for your dopamine levels. Avoiding fap or seeing energizing adult content restores your dopamine level to its initial state. Increased dopamine receptors enable the re-experience of excitement and pleasure while carrying out those fundamental tasks. Number 2. More discipline, determination, and willpower. Ironically, those who become dependent on adult content and fap frequently lack the willpower to stop. They return to fapping and adult content as a result, despite the fact that it may seem discouraging given their initial lack of willpower. This is frequently one of the first testimonies you will hear from people on a no-fap journey. In the same way that only an empty space can be filled and only a damaged object can be repaired, it should be the exact opposite of demotivation. No-fap gradually builds willpower in both those who lack it and those who already have it, as well as helps to maintain and improve it in those who already do. Number 3. Increase self-esteem. The benefits of no-fap for increasing your self-esteem cannot be understated. With its help, you can have confidence in your abilities as well as those of your partner. The majority of adult content viewers are aware that adult content typically magnifies the performer's physical attributes, their actions, and much more. Because of this, addicts frequently have low opinions of their bodies and how effectively they perform in bed with their partners. It damages their self-esteem and causes them to feel unsatisfied, fragile, and less confident. A spouse may feel inadequate and lose their self-esteem if they notice that their other partner is attempting to distance themselves from them and prefers adult content to them for physical pleasure. This could have an influence on your relationships in addition to your own sense of worth. No-fap, according to a number of fabstronauts, gave them the chance to let go of their romanticized past, accept the present, forging a relationship with reality, and most importantly, accept themselves. Number 4. Energy boost. It takes a lot of energy to fap and have orgasms, thus not fapping increases energy in 2 ways. First, by reducing hormone release that would otherwise cause the energy to be lost and spent after fapping, and second, by improving mental toughness and stability. Fap elevates dopamine levels while lowering testosterone levels, which results in weariness, a lack of desire, and poor performance. Hormones are released after orgasms that also increase blood flow and dopamine output. In contrast, no fap raises testosterone levels. When dealing with mental health issues, people may feel exhausted, heavy, and unproductive. On the plus side, no fap's goal of mental strength and stability translates into less fatigue and more of an energizing sensation. This will help you have more quick activity and better muscle growth when you work out in the second scenario. Number 5. Extra time. Regardless of how much time many people spend fapping and watching adult content, if you stop fapping and spending a lot of time on adult sites, you will regain control over your life and have more time to build stronger relationships and be productive. Number 6. Helps with depression and anxiety. Many people have experienced worry or despair as a result of fapping, and ironically, these emotions frequently serve as the catalysts for starting an adult content addiction. Here are some ways that no-fap can help cure these emotions. It may seem like using PMO adult content, fap, and orgasm as a quick treatment for despair and anxiety. It may momentarily put you at peace. In order to temporarily alleviate your sadness and worry, however, it may lead to excess or compulsive erotic behavior. This traps you in a cycle where you turn to adult content, fap, and orgasm. Following the onset of SES, you'll likely try to break the cycle but find it impossible, which could increase your depression and anxiety and cause you to turn to adult content, fap, and orgasm. The constant cycle is that no-fap gradually boosts your resolve, discipline, and desire to assist you to escape it.